But at least for the most part, we've gotten the price of oil down, which helps. So, here's the thing. Great Britain was the protector of Ethiopia. Like, if they're fighting right now, I have my in. You know? Alright. The British are going to get their retreat in treaty port, which blows, but whatever. Let's just take over Ethiopia. And get some more of Africa under our banner. Decent chunk of infamy, but it's alright. Let's get 5 more constructed sectors there as well, in Wirstadt. Transvaal, they'll be good. Alright, Niger is almost fully developed now. Yeah, it's because of the lack of transit. A world to win. We will not capitulate. That's fine. Alright, not too bad. I mean, we're not going communist. It's too late. But hey, still nice. Let's get the oil, let's get the iron flowing. We only have 2 commanders left, eh? Well, in that case, go. Alright. Good. That's their capital. Hopefully we're getting in. Looks like we are. Oh wow, we actually beat out the British? No, we did not. They, that was also enforced, unfortunately. Oh well. That's yet another chunk of Africa brought under our banner. We have 100 million people. That makes us the 4th largest in the world. We have China, India, and Russia ahead of us. All pretty reasonable. Alright. Is that so, France? Just want to double check here. Okay, can't get a defense back to the Germans, but no, go to hell. Why wouldn't you want to support me? You are literally my ally. Ideological differences between our governments, I see. Very well. I'll appoint the Conservative Party. So that way they will actually side with us in this conflict. Because what the fuck, otherwise. Hell, we can get the Germans in. Sway with war goals. So let's transfer Congo to Germany. Fair. Sway with revoke claim on Rhineland. Transfer the French Congo to me. Oh, that's 106. Ooh. probably doesn't matter. But I should probably not do that. That was a mistake on my part. Yeah, I'm like, infamy's just never. No, Britain can still, like, I'm not a military superpower. I'm an economic and diplomatic superpower. I have to respect 100 infamy, unfortunately. Liberate the French Congo. And appoint the Conservative Party for diplomatic purposes. No claim on Rhineland. Call ally. Call ally. Alright. So I have Germany, Austria, and Russia aligned against the French. Right. So yeah, they're going to lose the French Congo. So Togo and Dahomey would be good. Yeah, that would just max that out. Yeah. And 9.6 infamy. Accept. So, yeah, France. I like that they're still apparently uncertain. Yeah. They are uncertain. Alright, so yeah, we got Zeppelins, corporate governance, sure. Just develop stuff. It's fine. We've got pretty much all the tech we need. Alright. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, so it's France and Spain. Britain is neutral here. Likely due to having a truce with both participants, they actually can't join on either side. Such is the way of things. Hey, you guys are angry again, aren't you? Do I send you to jail again? Honestly, I'll accept it, sure. For an obligation. Alright. Yeah, I don't expect particularly many French troops to be arriving in Africa, but we'll see. I have a feeling they are going to be somewhat preoccupied defending Paris, you know? Yes, the fireworks of war. Of course, thank you. I mean, all of our goals are in Africa anyway, so it doesn't really matter if we are successful in advancing in the European theater, but... The European theater, I think, mostly just exists to cause casualties to wear the enemy out. if we're going to be honest. A little bit of front meme. Victory, we shall find peace. Alright, party. Alright. So we're gonna get telephones and radios under control. Yeah, wow, France is just taking on so many casualties. Holy shit, that is a lot of dead and wounded. Alright. Yeah, just keep pushing. Death of a martyr. Alright. Okay. Yeah. So the Western Front is, as usual, just a corpse factory, which suits my interests just fine here. Alright, yeah, there's nothing blocking them. We have total control over the war goals. And they are suffering their entire army base in casualties. And climbing. Yeah, I mean, Spain looks like they're in about the same way right now, yeah. Alright. The complete collapse of French support due to this absurd number of casualties is going to be a problem. Holy cow. I was not paying attention. Hold on. They're actually revolting? Was that actually a threat? You see, part of the problem with the, like, unrest system is there's no way to tell the difference between something that's just going to sit at 80% and something that's actually going to 100. Okay, it's going to 98, which might as well be. Go to jail. Not pass go, not collect $200 fucking dollars. Oh boy. Great. So, no, they're just pissed and ready to go. Okay. Okay. We need to do something then to appease. There. We just need them to chill. Yeah. Good. So yeah, Spain has capitulated out because, of course, it did. I thought Spain capitulated out. Guess the occupation remains. But yeah, I've had barely any casualties. Yeah, France, on the other hand, it's pretty bad. And now I think with the fall of this is going to be literally everything going to Europe now. It's pretty much over. Yeah, the French and German armies are both very exhausted, so... kind of understandable. Mm-hmm. All right. Oh dear. Okay. What was that? Oh, Cape Colony wants independence, and now we're fighting Britain. Great, great. Just what I needed. Okay. Excuse me. You've added 1,000,000 war goals on me, Britain. Apparently. Alright, well, we enforced on Britain, so that, or enforced on France, so that's good. Bad news. I'm now having to fight Britain without, to be quite frank, our entire diplomatic apparatus. This is why I should never support their independence. Hold on. I got distracted by the war and literally did not see that until I saw... I didn't even register until, shortly after things occurred. And it was brutal. Hold on. Sorry, I need to actually have a look at this war. Okay, no, we do have Germany still, so this isn't that bad. I like that. I just want to point out here that they've added pretty much just everything onto me. Britain is fucking pissed. I mean, we definitely have the power to win. I didn't realize Germany and... Oh, that's why this... Okay, that's why shit's weird. Okay, that checks out now. I see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, France has suffered 1,000,000 casualties. Good God. All right. Yeah. Defeat the British at each treaty port possible. We got 1,000,000 little fronts that they will try and carve into us, and it's going to be annoying. That's fine. Wait, so we can only fight with, I was going to say, we should be able to have more. Okay. Apparently this last, little bit is going to be absolute hell, so let's go. Let's get our T4 shit together. I didn't realize that, 1928 to 36 was going to be 8 years of hard war. Okay. Start conscripting. It's going to be that kind of day. I don't know how your war support... Oh, you suffered 50k. So casualty math means you just surrender, which is pretty yikes. And also apparently I cannot win a fucking battle here. Good God. Well, Great Britain's finally colonizing the Northern Cape. Actually, I guess I can also start doing that, can't I? Bloop. Alright, we got that treaty port. Alright, so this is now just a war of aggression against me. Alright. Okay, and yeah, we're heading down to the southern front. This is just going to become a singular front, which is fine. Man. Public enthusiasm exploits reform. That was actually a terrible button to click, because I know the reactionary movement's going to have my head if I ever stop trying to pass ethno state. Yeah, we have a lot of turmoil. Alright, on the plus side, we're now beginning our counteroffensive in the south. I'm worried about that front. But on the plus side, in general, Britain just needs to be made to accept a white peace, so... Yeah. You lose Britain. Again. Alright. So yeah, the Free Congo. Yeah, we have a truce with them. Fair enough. I think that should open up some additional potential trade routes into the French market. They have an embargo, so no. I mean, it's fine in the end. Private Q is doing God's work right now. Oh wow, I had low military wages, whoops. It's fine. We still just defeated two superpowers with it. Oh. Yeah, you can claim Sinai all you want, but, we're not. Sorry. I never did the survey even, did I? Yeah, no. Never even bothered. It's fine. Wow. Yeah, the United Sovereign Archduchy is also, I think, one of the nations that successfully researched the compression ignition. No, they're still on the condensing engine pump. That's sad then. Compromise is a tool of the week. I don't actually want ethno state to pass. So, well, that's good. 8 months until this is all incorporated. Goodness gracious. Yeah, the great incorporation of Africa. I can't wait to see what happens to my literacy rate. On the plus side, my economy should, like, take quite a bump for it. Because all these states do have negative 10% MAPI and all that, right? So the entire economy should become more profitable. Just gotta be chill. Just gotta be chill. Yeah, nobody cares about mechanized farming. Okay. So that's monitor. That tech is going. Let's get trench works. And then defense in depth. Wargaming, machine guns. Go. Although, honestly, I think we might just be kind of done, you know? Oh, we have to rewrite the bill. Kind of completed everything we need to do. Our GDP really came in from behind, and we managed to do a lot of good stuff. We've got over 100 million people. Like, most of our industries are absurdly profitable. We have bitch-slapped the great powers to the point where there is significantly limited colonialism in this region. Like, it's not perfect by any means. There is still some colonialism. But, you know what? We contained it pretty well. Gold. And like we've even further like contained a lot of areas where for all intents and purposes we are like able to annex them and just kind of take over time. Fang Uprising, yeah. Like even if we didn't perfect it before the end of the game or anything, we've put ourselves into a situation where like over time, you would be pretty expected that we'd be able to take over the rest of Africa. A lot of it's really just infamy gated. Fine. Alright. So yeah, it's all incorporated states. Actually, our literacy didn't drop that much. Shockingly. Another 5 of those. Yeah. And like our GDP just kind of hit the vertical wall. Compression ignition is such a good technology. Oh, Lord. And shockingly, you know, our standard of living is climbing pretty nicely. We are only 2.6 behind Britain. So, let's see, we get another, what? I'll waste our time on this nonsense. Like, so there's 7 to 62, so 15, 25. So we get another 25. So yeah, our literacy rate would be legitimately approaching 100 with the public schooling system, which is good. Yeah. Lot of 8 success. Good lord. I wish I could have this kind of luck with ethno-state. To be fair, nobody really opposes ethno-state, which is part of the problem. And really the problem is the reactionary movement, who are very upset with us. Although turmoil in our country, I think, should be coming down. Like, I don't know why we would really be having that much turmoil right now. You know? Oh shit, there's an uprising. I legitimately wasn't even looking. Alright, well, go put it down. But it feels like it's fine. Like there isn't actually all that much turmoil. I don't know. I don't see any of the red fists, you know? To be fair, there's like a lot in Ethiopia here, which is fair. It's a recent conquest. Oh, Cape Colony's back. Alright. Well, I freed it from the French, but in the end they just hoard themselves out to the half-French. And, oh boy. Oh boy. The Belgian Congo is a special Congo. Alright. We've broken 400,000. So, the Zambian phone factory is doing well. Yeah, so much of our, like, production is here. Oh no, they need a railway. Yeah, that's okay. Still, Zulu against Great Britain. Collectively, once again, everyone's like, no, Britain. Bad Britain. Like, it's definitely been kind of funny to watch them try and develop without as much colonialism. Like, Britain especially, since it lost India and everything else, has struggled a lot. And, like, I think it's kind of obvious that Germany and Russia and even, like, Austria are doing very well. And part of the reason they're doing very well is because of the fact that I'm just exporting the stuff to them, right? Like the oil and the rubber, the tools, the engines, everything they need. Austria has done very poorly this game. Russia's actually accelerating. Germany's also honestly kind of done pretty poorly. Like, I guess, yeah, none of them have managed to break 200,000 except the USA. The USA is the only one I would say that's actually done good. You know? Britain doesn't even have a ton of GDP ownership, right? Like, it's nuts. Alright. Well, I think these last 3 episodes have been good. It's 1932. Outside of Britain getting its ass handed to it for trying to beat up the Zulu. African colonialism really just kind of stalled. You know? It really just kind of stalled it. If that's its target, that's actually not too bad. That's pretty good. Okay, so the reactionary movement isn't going to revolt and try and kill us. Good news, everyone. Yeah, although, I guess you could argue otherwise. Technically, after all, we might be called Arabia, but we do have an Albanian monarch. Really, this is, you know, just greater Albania. But I digress. The game actually turned out fairly interesting. Yes, warlord state. Presidential republic, autocracy, yep. Oh. Yeah. Like, we have a free Democratic Republic India. China's a dictatorship and exists as China. Successful opium ban. Yeah, this was not a good game for the Europeans. This was really bad for the Europeans. Like, goddamn. The only thing that didn't happen was, like, an ascendant Japan. Like, their GDP just never took off. I realized one of my mistakes, honestly, was either just not getting lucky or not forcing through colonization early, though. I think it would have been much more beneficial for my infamy if I had been able to just beat up the Ottomans and get recognition before they had gone, like, dead man of Europe and become unrecognized. Yeah, because that would have been pretty good. And then I would have spent a lot less infamy doing all this shit in here, and I probably could have gone and conquered more. But yeah, not too bad. A nice little game is Arabia. So with that in mind, thank you everyone for watching these last 3 episodes. I've been your host, Kelvin, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, folks. Have a good night.